Welcome back to Let Me Pull Your Coat, the unfiltered world of Master Silk. I'm your host, Master Silk. Listen up. If you came looking for the sugar-coated, white bread Brady Bunch version of life, you're in the wrong damn place. This week, we're pulling coats from Tokyo to Texas, Cape Town to Cleveland. Folks got questions, and I've got answers. This week, we're diving into generational clashes over money and respect, side chick drama in Sweden, should your baby mama meet your new girl, kids acting grown in Ghana, dating advice for a passport bro. All that and more, wrapped in the slickest, sharpest commentary this side of the internet. It's the truth with a twist of brandy. Now light one up, pour your drink of choice, and lean in real close because I got some coats to pull. Before we jump in, if this show speaks your language, support the movement. A subscription would mean a lot to me, or drop a donation. Also leave a comment, good or bad, and a follow would be nice. Also, tell your friends and family about this podcast. If you want me to pull your coat personally, hit me up at letmepullyourcoat@gmail.com. All right, let's get into it. First, we have Brianna from Atlanta. She asks, my boyfriend says I act too independent. I pay my own bills, but he feels like I don't need him. Is that wrong? Brianna, listen here, you're not wrong for being self-sufficient. That's grown woman business. But let me pull your coat to this. Some men have been raised to believe that if they aren't the provider, they aren't the prize. Back in my 20s, I dated a woman who had her own everything. I used to feel like an accessory, not a necessity. But that wasn't her fault, it was my ego talking. If he's solid, he'll learn to love you for who you are, not for what you need. But if his pride can't handle your shine, and if talking about it doesn't convince him of your love, then let him bounce and keep shining. Next up is Carlos from San Diego. He says, why do women say they want a nice guy but always end up with a dude who treats them like trash? Carlos, this question got more layers than my mom's Sunday lasagna. Some folks confuse nice with boring. They think drama means passion. I had an ex tell me once, you're way too calm, I need a little fire. I told her, baby, I don't argue, I upgrade. The trick is to stay solid. Don't water yourself down to be someone's flavor of the week. One day, the right woman will recognize that quiet strength, and you won't have to convince her you're a king. She'll already know. Next up, we have Aisha from Birmingham, United Kingdom. And she says, my parents want me to marry a man from our culture, but I fell in love with someone outside of it. What do I do? Tradition versus the heart, the eternal tug of war. Look, Aisha, culture matters, but it don't pay the bills in your heart. I dated a Haitian woman once, and Lord, her people did not like me. Said I was too American, too rough around the edges. But guess what? We vibe deeper than language. Your parents mean well, but you gotta live with this person, not them. If your love is real, respectful, and grounded, stand on that. And maybe one day, they'll see what you saw all along. Here's Kwame from Accra, Ghana. He says, my little brother dropped out of school to start a rap career. He has no plan, no job. How do I help without crushing his dream? Kwame, I've seen this movie too many damn times. Dreams with no blueprint is just a nap. I had a homeboy back in Chicago who dropped out of college to become a DJ. No hustle, no gear, no grind, just vibes. Should you support him? Sure, but lace that support with structure. Ask him for a 6-month plan. Help him budget for studio time. If he's serious, he'll welcome it. If not, then he just wanted a fantasy, not a future. Dana from the Bronx says, my son is 17 and wants to sell weed because he thinks it's entrepreneurship. How do I get through to him? Ooh, Dana. First off, you're not alone. I had a niece hit me with the same bullshit line. Told me, "Uncle, I'm just trying to run my business." I said, "Prison don't give out business cards. You gotta meet him where he is. Teach him how to flip legit. If he got hustle, show him stocks, vending machines, e-commerce. Let him see that the game ain't the only game. And if he's hard-headed, bring him around some brothers who did time. Let him hear it raw. Scared straight ain't always pretty, but sometimes it's necessary." Now we have Monique from Marseille, France. She writes, "I keep attracting men who cheat. Is it me? Am I doing something wrong?" Monique, let me tell you, a cheater is going to cheat regardless of how fine, smart, or loyal you are. But if it keeps happening, you might be overlooking red flags because they dressed in charm. I once knew a woman who always picked the same type of man. Flashy, charming, unavailable emotionally. I told her, "You're not unlucky. Start vetting folks with your logic, not just your loneliness. Your heart is gold, but even gold needs a damn lockbox." Here is Trey from Jackson, Mississippi. He says, "Why do people expect loyalty when they barely offer respect?" Now that right there is the million-dollar question. Loyalty without respect is slavery. Have you ever had a job where you showed up early, stayed late, worked holidays, and your boss still treated you like you were shit? Respect is the soil that loyalty grows from. Anybody asking for your ride or die energy but can't show you common decency, tell them to kick rocks and take their entitlement with them. Fatima from Lagos, Nigeria, writes, "I'm 28, unmarried, and my aunties constantly remind me of it. How do I shut them down respectfully?" Fatima, aunties got PhDs in passive aggression. I know them well, but listen, your life ain't a community project. I had an uncle who used to ask me, "When are you going to settle down?" I told him, "When you stop asking and start minding your own business." I'm kidding, my uncles would have hidden my body, then helped the family look for me. But seriously, you don't owe nobody an explanation for your timeline. Smile, nod, then live your damn life. Love shows up when it's supposed to, not when your auntie gets bored. Jeremy from Sydney, Australia asks, "How do I stop comparing myself to people on social media? I feel like I'm always behind." Jeremy, social media is a highlight reel, not a documentary. I know dudes posting vacations with rent money. I know women posing in designer clothes they gotta return the next day, or worse yet, those men and women that post themselves with stacks of $100 bills, and in reality, it's all movie prop money that you can buy off of Amazon. Don't chase illusions. Man, I used to look at other investors and think I was slow. Then I realized my journey ain't theirs. I started late, but I stayed consistent. Now I got equity, peace, and my own lane. Comparison is the thief of your joy. Lock your damn door. Leo from Milan, Italy writes, "I'm trying to balance work and my social life, but I feel like I'm always sacrificing one for the other. Any advice?" Leo, life's a balance, my friend, like that smooth jazz track you're playing on a Sunday evening. You gotta get clear on your priorities. I was once a workaholic, constantly grinding, but it left me with empty weekends and bad habits. Now I schedule me time like a meeting. Set boundaries with your work and protect your peace. Don't let nobody steal your balance for the sake of their hustle. You're the only one who can set the pace. Sharday from Johannesburg writes, "I want to be a business owner but don't know where to start. Any advice for someone just getting started?" Sharday, I feel you. I started out with just a vision and a lot of hustle. First thing, get your mind right. Business is 90% mental. I took a leap of faith with no guarantees. My first business wasn't glamorous. It was hard work and long nights. But I learned one thing. It's about building relationships, not just products. Network, learn, and stay consistent. If you build something solid, people will respect you. Keep your eyes on the prize and your feet on the ground. Anthony from Houston asks, my friends keep pressuring me to go out and party every weekend. I'm trying to stay focused on my goals. How do I say no without feeling like I'm missing out? Anthony, that pressure is real, but let me tell you, your real friends will respect your grind. I had a homie who always invited me out, but I had bills to pay and dreams to chase. So I told him, bro, I ain't missing out. I'm investing in my future. The people who truly rock with you won't make you feel bad for choosing your future over a night out. Stay focused. The party will be there when you're ready. Dre from Chicago asks, how do I forgive my cousin for snitching on me 10 years ago? I did time. He didn't. Ooh, that's a scar that don't fade easy. Let me break this down. Back in '97, a friend of mine's own blood gave up his name to the judge. He ended up doing 18 months while he slid out the back door and went to a cookout like nothing happened. My boy was hot, steam coming out his damn ears. But during the visit, I told him revenge will cost you double, but forgiveness, that sets you free. Now, I ain't saying trust him. Hell no. But don't carry that rage into every room you walk into. You already did the time. Don't let that fool do a second bid inside your head. Let that man kick rocks barefoot. Talisha from New Orleans asks, my man refuses to go to therapy even though I told him it would help us. Is it time to bounce? Talisha, some folks think therapy is a 4-letter word. When my brother was going through a breakup in his late 30s, he had a whole lot of pride and a whole lot of baggage. Wouldn't talk to nobody. Thought he could drown it in Hennessy and poker nights. You know what happened? That woman left. And he realized too late that sometimes therapy ain't just a couch. It's a lifeboat. If he loves you, he'll do the work. But if he can't meet you halfway, you might have to walk the rest of the way alone. Your peace ain't up for negotiation. Nazim from Dubai writes, I make a lot of money, but women only seem to want the lifestyle, not the man. How do I find something real? Nazim, money make the world spin faster, but it don't make people see you clearer. I remember when I bought my first Benz, suddenly everybody wanted a ride. But when I hit a financial slump, phones went dry. The real ones are like diamonds, rare, but they don't fade under pressure. You want something real? Start leading with your soul, not your salary. Take them to coffee, not Cabo. See how they act when the check ain't flashy. Then you'll know who's really down. Next we have Sienna from Oakland. My brother is 30, still lives with our mom and plays video games all day. How do I help him grow up? Sienna, let me tell you, I got a cousin just like that. Grown ass man, but emotionally stuck in 2009 with a PS3 controller. His mama enabled him, talking about he just needs time. Baby, time's up. Sometimes tough love is the only love that works. Call him out, not mean, just real. Ask him his plan. Make him uncomfortable. Pressure either bursts pipes or makes diamonds. But either way, it's time for him to feel it. Malcolm from Detroit. My girlfriend cheated on me, cried about it, and begged me to stay. Should I give her another chance? Malcolm, forgiveness is noble, but foolishness is contagious. I had a woman cry in my arms after getting caught too. She said it was a mistake, she was drunk, she missed me, all that bullshit. But guess what? Next month, she did it again. Once that trust is cracked, it don't glue back easy. If you really believe it was a one-off, and she's showing change, not talking, but showing, cool. But if your gut ain't settled, trust it. Your peace is priceless. Next, we got Alejandra from Medellin, Colombia. I want to start my own business, but my family thinks I'm crazy for leaving a stable job. Alejandra, listen here, vision ain't a group activity. When I started my first business, my cousin said I was throwing money into a pit. That pit turned into property, and that property turned into profit. If you got the plan, the work ethic, and the passion, jump. The net will appear. Just make sure you're not jumping without a parachute stack, a little bread, learn your market, then go for it. Don't let scared folks talk you into small dreams. Elijah from Lagos, Nigeria asks, people treat me different when they find out I have money. How do I know who really respects me? Money's like cologne, a little makes you attractive, too much makes folks clingy. I used to test people. Took them to Loki diners instead of steakhouses. Watched how they treated the waiter. Gave them cheap gifts to see if they acted like I owed them diamonds. Look at who celebrates your wins and supports your losses. Those folks, that's your people. The rest, let them fade like last year's trends. Gina from Toronto, Canada asks, my daughter says she wants to be a social media influencer instead of going to college. Should I support it? Now see, this right here is the generational crossroads. Let me tell you, when I was coming up, influence meant you had wisdom or you had pull. Now it means filters and followers. But here's the game. If she's got the passion, treat her like a business. Teach her about contracts, taxes, content schedules. And yes, push education too. It don't have to be college, but it better be knowledge. Support the dream, but lace it with structure. Marta from Mexico City, Mexico writes, I'm struggling with forgiving someone who hurt me deeply. How do I let go and move on? Marta, forgiveness ain't about them, it's about you. I had to forgive some people who did me dirty, but it didn't mean I forgot. Forgiveness is a tool, not a weakness. I did it to free myself from carrying that baggage. It's like holding onto a rock while swimming, you're drowning with it. Let go of that weight, sis. Not for them, but for your own peace. Malik from Toronto asks, how do I avoid becoming complacent in life? I feel like I've stopped growing. Malik, complacency is like quicksand. You think you're chilling, but you're sinking. I remember a time I got comfortable. Business was good, life was smooth, but I wasn't pushing myself. So I took on something new, something outside my comfort zone. The discomfort was growth. When you stop learning, you stop living. Keep challenging yourself, keep evolving. The grind don't stop, and neither should you. Here's your quote poll of the week. Let me tell you something before I ease off this mic. Life's going to test you with weak folks, loud liars, and soft love. But listen close, you ain't gotta fight every battle. Just win the ones that matter. Keep your peace clean, your drink dark, and your standards high. Everything else, let it kick rocks barefoot. If this episode lit your cigar and fed your mind, don't just listen, support the brand. Want your voice on the next episode? Email me at letmepullyourcoat@gmail.com. Don't forget to share, comment, and follow. Until next time, stay fly, stay free, and most of all, stay unfiltered. Much love and much respect.